Hi everybody, quick update on my Henlong King Tiger 1/16 scale. Well, I have bought a few upgrade parts. Now if you saw my other video, hold on a second, I hadn't fitted any of the accessories like the tools, the spare tracks, the tow cables. So I have fitted them. I have started doing some touch-up painting on the tow cables. But I don't know if you remember me saying that this tank has still got the on-off switch underneath and the battery compartment, which we have to open for charging the battery. So I was watching a guy's video where he cuts off the front hatches. Now I know I said about cutting open the engine bay hatch, but it's no good if the battery goes dead and the turret is facing forward, because you can't get to the engine hatch. As you can see, at the moment you have to have the turret turned. So this chap, he slowly scores all the way around until you get the hatch out. Now, and he says take your time over doing this, 1, 2, even 3 days. Now I can see what he means. It is really hard on your hands scoring along this edge. Now all you got to do is keep dragging the knife along, clearing the crap out as you're going. Now, I do find it's easier to control the knife with one hand but push the blade with the finger of the other hand, so you can keep it under more control. Now if you think you can do this without any mishaps, if you can see here, let's see if we get this to focus, you've got to be really careful. You're putting a lot of pressure on, and once the blade decides to go in a different direction, it keeps on doing it. You've got to keep an eye on that. So I've done one score there, and I've done a, hold on, score outside the line there, and I did a quick slip over there. It's not too bad, but it's really hard to get around the corners. So it really is a matter of taking your time and doing. I think I spent about an hour. I'm through on most of the straights. I'm just slowly making my way around the corners, because it's really hard. So you don't want to press too hard. You just want to take a little bit out at a time. Keep cleaning the knife off and keep cleaning the slot out, because all you're doing is following the slot that's already there. Now the guy I saw on YouTube, he refits these hatches. You have to fit a shelf on the inside for the hatch to fit on, and you have to fit a pole onto here. So what I thought I would do was I ordered some metal parts, because they already come with a pin. So what I'm going to do is, once I get this out, I'm going to 3D print the lip that's going to fit on the inside with the hole in for that post to drop in. Now I bought a set of front hatches. They came with the spring and the screw, so you can lift and open them. The same idea as the cupola, where it's sprung loaded, so you can lift it and it pops back in. So see what you need a shelf like this, so when the hatch drops in, it drops in on that hatch. And I've also bought, it came as a kit, is the rear engine bay hatch. It comes with the hinges, so I'm going to cut that out and fit that. So what I'll have then is, when I print this bit here for the recess, I'll also print on the side, so it's the on-off switch is going to be mounted inside, so I can open that hatch, reach in, turn it on and off from the signaller's and gunner's hatch. Now on the driver's side, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend the wires on the battery for the charger, because this has got a split lead on this battery. So the main lead is plugged in on the tank, and then the other lead goes to a USB charger. So I'm going to run that up to here. If it's okay to charge it with it still plugged in, I've got to check that. And then that'll be fitted in there, because I've got this guy here. Focus. I'm going to cut him down, and he's going to be in the signaller's hatch. Right, miserable sod. I don't know if you looked at my other videos with the driver, or the commander, sorry. I have painted that up. It's not quite finished off yet. Now the other upgrade I've got is, I don't know why Hinlong come with, if you look at, I don't know if you can see the LED light on the front there. You can't quite see it in this light. Anyway, that comes with a circular LED in there. Why they don't just fit them with these, which is the proper light it should have with a slot. So I've bought that to upgrade to fit that, to replace that, like I did on the Tiger 1. So we'll just get that off, put this in, rewire it up with the connections on the back of that. Started to do a little bit of colouring. What I'm planning to do is do all the chipping and everything on this, on the armour, and then I still want to do the snow whitewash camouflage. Now, what I have figured out, let me just turn her on. See, this is a problem, turning it on. Now, so on the controller, you've got these, where's my finger? The smoke button, the volume button, and these two buttons here for the switch sound effect. Now, in your instructions, you do have, it's quite complicated to change things like your recoil, the speed control. You can actually swap the controls, so rather than having all your forward and sideward motion on this, you can have your turning on here and your forward, backward and forward on here, which is quite good. But it does mess you up a little bit because it swaps over the turret, the barrel lifting. So when you have to make sure you only do a left to right. If you start doing push up, you start changing it. I got this set up with the, you can adjust, there's 3 strengths of hull recoil. You can actually turn that off. If I do you a demonstration here, I've got it set on the minimum recoil, and it still does the gun recoil. This is going to be a bit tricky to do one-handed. So it just does a little bit of motion on the body. Which is pretty good. I don't like that massive big recoil it does. You can turn the headlight off from the controller. And as I said before, you can adjust the speed. Show you that recoil again if I can. Right, hold on. Here we go. Now I think the reason why can't fire the gun without the BB going off. It's because it's got the muzzle recoil. It's all yeah, the muzzle recoil is all attached to the mechanism on the BB gun, I think. So that's why if you want the recoil and you've got a BB fitted, you get them both at the same time. Whether or not you can disengage the BB and change it to having smoke and the flash coming out of the barrel. Now the kit for that I've seen is quite expensive. I think it's about 50 quid for the little smoke discharger for the barrel and the light emitter. I might go down that road, I don't know yet. So that's the two upgrades I'm doing for the front. Also, I've ordered some, what's it called? Can't think what it's called now. The stuff that you put on your tracks and it rusts them. So I've got to get the tracks off. I've got to get all the wheels off, get them primed. I'm going to paint the tracks with this stuff. It's like an acid etch, but I want to say varnishing. And what it is you just put it on, it just rusts the tracks up, and then you rinse it off, and they stay rusty. So it gives you that age look straight away. Right, I'm going to wind this video up. It's getting too long. So that's my Henlong. What I'll do is I'll get this cut out. I'll get the bit printed for the inside, and then I'll do you another video of how that all lines up. I'll give you another shot of the sound. Now, as you see there, so smoke was only coming out one exhaust. I we've got it out to then. I do find I've had to blow down that one a few times to clear it. I think it was just too much oiling. Chucking out smoke. Okay guys.